Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the life of Barbara Pierce Bush, one of the most interesting figures to come out of the Bush family. As the daughter of former President George W. Bush, her life has been anything but ordinary. From public scrutiny to personal challenges, Barbara's journey is a mix of activism, family dynamics, and some unexpected moments. Let's take a look at the highs and lows of her life. When her father George W. Bush ran for president in 2000, Barbara and her twin sister Jenna were far from excited. In fact, when George W. sat them down and told them he was planning to run, they both burst into tears. They were 16 at the time and they felt like their lives were about to be ruined. They even told him that if he won, it would ruin their lives. Of course, he didn't listen. Fast forward to 2001, when George W. won the election and moved into the White House. The twins didn't exactly move in with him. At 20 years old, they were both still living their lives as university students, enjoying the freedoms of being away from the constant spotlight. But despite that, Barbara's life was still forever shaped by her father's presidency. She became an activist, advocating for causes like LGBTQ+ rights and volunteering in Africa with the Red Cross at the War Memorial Children's Hospital. Speaking of activism, it wasn't long before Barbara's political views started to diverge from her father's. When Donald Trump won the 2016 election, Barbara wasn't thrilled, and neither was Jenna. In fact, the twins wrote in their memoir, Sisters First, that they found comfort in each other after the result. Barbara called the political climate at the time belittling and demeaning, recalling how things were so much different when their grandfather and father were in office. She longed for a return to a softer, more unified political atmosphere. But it wasn't all smooth sailing for Barbara, and like many children of presidents, she had her share of public embarrassments. Take her time at university, for example. While trying to get through her studies, Barbara found herself in an awkward situation when a professor offered her an A if her dad didn't go to war in Iraq. It was a humiliating moment for Barbara, and she recalls feeling ashamed. And then there was the time she and Jenna got caught trying to buy alcohol underage, which led to some very public headlines and a stern scolding from their family. But it didn't end there. Barbara and Jenna had a notorious driving record, having been in as many as 13 car accidents, although most were minor. But you can imagine how stressful that must have been with all eyes on them, even when they were just trying to learn how to drive. In more personal news, Barbara's experience as a mother also had a dramatic twist. After years of being asked when she was planning to have kids, Barbara's first child, Cora Georgia, arrived 6 weeks early while she was visiting Maine. Though her plan was to give birth in New York, little Cora had other ideas, and she spent several weeks in the NICU. Barbara found herself adjusting to motherhood while navigating the pressures of being in the public eye. But perhaps what makes Barbara so remarkable is her ability to forge her own path, even if it means disagreeing with her conservative upbringing. While her father and many in her family support more traditional Republican views, Barbara has been an advocate for Planned Parenthood and voiced her support for progressive candidates and women's rights. Barbara's story is one of growth, independence, and overcoming the obstacles that come with being in the public eye. Despite her father's presidency and the pressures of being a first daughter, she's found a way to make her own voice heard. Let me know what you think about Barbara's journey in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories from the lives of influential figures. Thanks for watching.